Hello everyone, and welcome to this video about the human emotion of anger. Anger is one of the most powerful and complex emotions that we experience, and it can have both positive and negative effects on our lives. In this video, we'll explore the science behind anger and examine both the good and the bad parts of this intense emotion. The science of anger. Anger is a multifaceted emotion that involves a number of psychological responses. When we experience anger, our bodies release a surge of adrenaline and other stress hormones that prepare us for fight or flight, which either means fight or run. This can lead to increased heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration, as well as tensed muscles and sharpened focus, as if we're ready for war. In addition, our brains release neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine, which can amplify our emotional response and make us more likely to act on our feelings. As if a part of your brain stops functioning and only one part is in control. Research has shown that the amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure in the brain, plays a key role in processing anger. When we perceive a threat or an injustice, the amygdala sends a signal to the hypothalamus, which activates the body's stress response. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational thought and decision making, is inhibited. It stops looking at the big picture and what will happen in the future, but only thinks about now. This means that when we're angry, we're more likely to act impulsively and without considering the consequences of our action. The good parts of anger. Despite its negative reputation, anger can actually have some positive effects. When harnessed properly, anger can motivate us to take action and make changes in our lives. The emotion of anger is often compared to the emotion of sadness, because anger will also motivate to make changes, such as sadness. People go to the gym because of sadness or anger, for example. Another example, if we're feeling angry about an injustice or a problem, that anger can fuel us to work harder and advocate for a solution. In addition, anger can help us set boundaries and defend ourselves against harm. This phenomenon is called an adrenaline rush. Without anger, we might be more likely to tolerate mistreatment or allow others to take advantage of us. If you don't stand your ground, people will know and use it against you. Moreover, anger can also help us identify and address underlying issues. For example, if we're feeling angry about a specific situation or person, it might be a sign that we're not setting appropriate boundaries or that we're harboring unresolved emotions. This sense of anger is mostly caused by a traumatic experience in the past. By recognizing and addressing these underlying issues, we can prevent our anger from becoming a chronic problem and improve our overall well-being. Once it becomes a chronic problem, you need to search for help right now, because not only will it not benefit you, it can also turn you into a monster which you would never have thought of. The bad parts of anger. However, anger can also have some serious negative consequences. Uncontrolled or excessive anger can lead to aggression, violence, and damage to relationships. Uncontrolled or excessive anger can lead to aggression, violence, and damage to relationships. When we're angry, we're more likely to lash out at people and say or do things that we later regret. In addition, chronic anger can take a toll on our physical and mental health, increasing our risk for conditions like heart disease, depression, and anxiety, and an increased chance of having a heart attack. Moreover, frequent or intense anger can lead to a vicious cycle in which the anger itself becomes the problem. Over time, chronic anger can create negative thought patterns and beliefs that reinforce our anger, making it more difficult to control or manage. You will always see the negative side of things, And because you're thinking negatively, your reaction will always be negative. In these conditions, anger can become a destructive force that undermines our well-being and relationships. Managing anger. So, how can we manage on anger, and how can we be sure that it's working for us rather than against us? One strategy is to practice mindfulness, which involves being aware of our emotions and reactions without judging them or acting on them impulsively. This process may take a while, but it's better for you and the people around you. And by developing a greater sense of self-awareness and emotional regulation, we can become better equipped to manage our anger in a healthy way. Another strategy is to communicate our anger in a constructive way instead of attacking or blaming others. We can express our feelings and needs in a clear and respectful manner. This can help us to address the underlying issues that are causing our anger and work collaboratively towards a solution. Another possible solution is to go exercise, gym, boxing, or even just a fight sport. These are places where you can express your energy and let it all out and return home with a clean mindset and with a lot of anger removed, so you can look at it again positively. Once it is out, it may come back, but it will take a while. In addition, it's important to practice self-care and stress reduction techniques, such as exercise, meditation, and deep breathing. By reducing our overall stress levels, we can decrease the likelihood of experiencing intense or chronic anger. Finally, seeking professional help can be an effective way to manage and address problematic anger. A mental health professional can help us to identify the root causes of our anger. Developing coping strategies work through any underlying issues that may be contributing to our anger. In conclusion, anger is a complex and powerful emotion that can have both positive and negative effects on our lives. While anger can motivate us to take action and make positive changes, it can also lead to destructive behavior and harm to ourselves and others. By understanding the science of anger, recognizing its potential benefits and drawbacks, and developing healthy coping strategies, we can learn to manage our anger in a constructive way and improve our overall well-being. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video informative and helpful. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press notifications so you don't miss our next upload. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. That's all for now. Goodbye.